Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another cryptocurrency news article. This one comes from Crypto Potato and looks like Ledger delays plans for controversial recovery service and announces open source roadmap. So, yeah, they had so much backlash that they had to turn away. But yeah, Ledger will open source its clarified version of Ledger Recovery, but still cannot fully open source its wallet firmware. The crypto wallet provider Ledger will delay plans to launch its private key recovery service after receiving major backlash following its announcement last week. The controversy, which raised questions about the safety and trustworthiness of Ledger devices more broadly, has inspired the company to accelerate an open source roadmap. Now, Ledger's apology. Ledger CEO Pascal Gauthier began by issuing a public apology letter on Tuesday for the way Ledger's recovery service was initially communicated to the public. Our unintentional communication mistake took everyone by surprise and affected our customers' ability to accurately understand Ledger recovery, said Gauthier. We never meant to surprise you, but Ledger Recovery announced last week its upcoming paid subscription service for Ledger Nano X users that gives them a way to recover their crypto in case they lose both their device and paper backup, which is the seed phrase. At a technical level, it involves breaking up a user's private key into 3 encrypted shards and storing each shard with Ledger, Coin Cover, and another third party. So again, we didn't know who that other third party was, but again, no. The service was widely criticized for exposing that Ledger could potentially take users' private keys from their devices with a malicious firmware update. Concerns swelled later that week when Ledger's support claimed in a now deleted tweet that customers have always trusted Ledger not to release such malicious code, whether you're knew it or not. Now, in a podcast episode of What Bitcoin Did posted on Monday, Gauthier also stated that Ledger's custodians could be forced to forfeit a customer's private key shards if subpoenaed by the government. So Ledger CEO Pascal Gauthier explains that Ledger Recovery would give the state the ability to recover your Bitcoin private keys in the event of a subpoena. So that was another what? Now, Ledger still plans to go forward with a clarified version of Ledger Recovery in the future, which will answer most of the community expressions and sticking points. The main concerns that you expressed are around transparency, censorship resistance, and security, said Gauthier, and I think we've done a good job to address all your concerns. The open source roadmap, Ledger CTO Charles Guillemet detailed how many companies would open source more of its software going forward as a commitment to maximal transparency. Open source code refers to code that is publicly viewable and verifiable. Now, the firm recently open sourced its cryptography library and will soon release its Ledger Recovery white paper, allowing anyone to audit the cryptographic protocols and enable people to build their own shards backup provider. Ledger plans to gradually open source most of its operating system, but still cannot fully open source its firmware due to IP agreements with the manufacturers of its smart card chips, which fend off hostile attackers with physical access to the device. Now, open sourcing has always been at the core of our roadmap, and recent events emphasize the importance of accelerating our initiative to bring greater verifiability to everything we do at Ledger, concluded the CTO. So they're still going to go forward with it. They're just delaying it, but that's just still more news of them announcing that. Yeah, they received so much backlash, and it's I don't personally use a ledger. Well, that's just because I found the Trezor more easier to handle. I've dealt with ledgers before. Used to say it was just as secure, but then after all of this controversy and everything going on, it's yeah, I'm not going to mention ledgers anymore. So I'm still going to stick with that. But they're going to try to open source it to make it transparent to everyone, but still just having that ability to recover a seed phrase through sharding and all that. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's just an update on the Ledger news and all that controversy going on if you're curious of what's still going up with that. But if you did enjoy this article, hit that thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.